everybody, this is my limited slip differential out of my race car. It's a 320i limited slip. Has the flanges that pop in and out instead of being bolted on, and has this really cool ramp type limited slip. Big heavy gears. It's real good, but the input flange nut on the front loosened up, and because it did not have the lock plate on it, it was just Loctited in place, came loose, things started making noise. So I'm going to replace that, but at the same time I'm also going to put a new crush sleeve in. As you can tell, this is a new one, this is the old one, and could not get it past the, it's a baffle of some sort, but this flange would not come past, so I had to pull the bearing and the seal off the front, whereas the new one, it's not poofed out yet, easily fits in there, so I can assemble it through the back side. Now, seems to be in the center, so I don't think it matters which direction. Because I'm just putting it all back together exactly like I took it apart, I don't have to worry about any of the shims. At least I don't. Hope I don't. Because nothing should have changed because I didn't replace any bearings. But if you are changing bearings or a pinion or crown or anything, you'll have to go back through and readjust the shimming, which the shims for the pinion, I think, come between the bearing race and the case. I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I looked in the blue book and they didn't have any information about shimming that. And then the shims for the preload between the crown and the pinion should go between these two surfaces. This setup didn't have any shims, so I don't have any of those to show. It is a good idea, though, to mark both the output shaft and which cover goes on which side, so you can put it back in exactly the same spot, because you don't want to swap sides, especially for these, because these space the crown wheel where it should be. I took it apart and sandblasted, cleaned it up, took all the gunk off of it. Now it's ready to go back together, and so this is my video showing that. If you like this video, please click subscribe, and thanks for watching. Okay, so because I got burned on this before, I'm going to add a little bit of Loctite, just to give it a little bit of extra sealing. This is going in a race car. Don't want it coming apart again. It's my 30mm socket, and I modified it in order to fit inside. So, as you'll notice, it's still loose till I crush it, or according to my chart, let's see, it's 108 foot-pounds or 150 newton-meters. I do need to get my tool set up, though, so I can grab onto this and hold it. I already decided to set it up in my vise. Just good. Alright. This is set to 108 foot-pounds of torque. Okay, so we didn't do this right. Right, so I went and consulted the internet. And they've been using the same crush sleeve, this guy, for $19.99 on the Z3. You'd think there'd be a little bit more information on the internet about it, but there ain't. Anyways, consulted with a friend of mine, and he basically just said, keep torquing it down until it's tight, but not too tight. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep going. Said it might ease up a little bit. But I keep crushing it until all the slop is out. Oh, Jesus. Way too much slop. Alright, I'm going to resort to and move. Didn't move at all. Alright, all play is gone. It's loose, but it feels like it's just tight enough. So we're going to call that good. Okay, now comes the important part that I was missing before. The important part, which is the lock plate. These things are under $2. The seal for this is $4. The crush sleeve is $6. This is not a very expensive thing to take care of, but it's very important. Right, so now that the pinion is installed with the crush sleeve, I can reassemble the rest of it. Car, about to mount the rear differential onto the subframe with the Nuver swing arms. Going to mount it but keep it loose so that I can put the drive shaft on and make sure that it's aligned and straight before I tighten it all down. So that's what I'm going to do next.